Welcome to another interesting tutorial in Classy by Mavi. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to alter a basic long sleeve pattern to a leg of mutton sleeve pattern. So the name of this sleeve is leg of mutton, as it mimics the animal called mutton. So you want to learn how to draft or alter a basic sleeve pattern to it. Here is my basic long sleeve pattern. If you do not know how to draft this pattern, I'll be dropping the link for you to watch. I've already made a video on how to draft your basic sleeve, your basic long sleeve pattern. So you need to watch it first so you'll be able to draft this pattern. If you can draft this pattern already, fine. Let's go. So it's a very easy one. What you want to do first, you want to determine where the puffy effect will be starting from. So for me, I'll be working with 12 inches. So I'll mark at 12 inches. I'll just take what I've marked across. And then I will indicate the midpoint. Here is the midpoint. And then I will also insert a line at the midpoint. Also, the part I will drape to stop, I'll also indicate, okay? From the armhole area, I will come up by 2 inches. So I'll be stopping the drapes here. On both sides, I'll do the same thing. Okay, so after inserting this point, I'll start the slash and spread method. I'll slash open from this midpoint. It's very easy. Like this. Then once I get to this line, I'll slash left and right. Okay, I will not slash open. I'll just stop somewhere there, and then I'll turn over to this side and also do the same thing. Okay, this is what we have gotten for now. So spreading it out, we have this. How wide you spread it out will determine how puffy your sleeve turns out to be. Okay, so now I'll place another pattern paper underneath. So I'll simply place another pattern paper underneath, and now I'll just go ahead and make it stay using my masking tape so it doesn't move around. Okay, so if you can remember, this was the end of our sleeve, of our basic sleeve pattern. Okay, now to get the puffy effect, we need to go up again. We need to go up by about 4 to 5 inches. Okay, in this case, I'm doing 4 inches, which is the space I have. You can do more than this. So we are still tracing the midpoint. Here is the midpoint. So from the midpoint, you take it this way. Can you see? So here to here is a difference of 4 inches. Now, if you want your leg of mutton sleeve to be very high, you can do 6 or even 7 inches, okay? So this is the space I have. That's why I'm doing 4 inches. You can do whatever you want to create a very puffy effect. I'm just showing you this for the sake of the tutorial. So we have gotten our leg of mutton sleeve pattern. So let's cut out. It's ready. Now let's transfer our pattern to fabric. I'll be assuming this is a fabric, right? This is just for the sake of the tutorial. By this time, you'll be adding half an inch to your pattern. Okay, so I'm marking half an inch all around. Remember, we are assuming it's a fabric. Then by the side, 1 inch sewing allowance. The M, half an inch or 1 inch, depending on what you want to create. Okay, the side 1 inch, the upper part half an inch. Okay, so on your fabric, this is how you add your allowances. Okay, so we have transferred to fabric. Now remember these arrows. Let's also transfer the arrows to the fabric. At this point, you place a notch, okay? At this point, you place a notch, transferring the arrow to the fabric. You just place a notch here so that you know where you drape and stop, okay? So we have transferred. Let's now remove our pattern and cut out our fabric, okay? We'll now call it our fabric. Let me take the notch, the part with the notch inside, cut out. So we are done cutting it out. This was our original sleeve, okay? Let me show you something before we will start inserting the drapes. This was our original sleeve, okay? Before you start inserting the drapes, you need to measure the width of this upper part, okay? You need to measure the width of this upper part from here to here and to here is 14 inches. So from here, from one arrow to the other arrow is 14 inches on the normal sleeve, okay, without the drape, right? So let's place it aside. And now on our new pattern, from one arrow to the other arrow is, let me take that again, from one arrow to the other arrow is 32 inches. So we want to drape this 32 inches to give us 14 inches, okay? We want to drape it to give us 14 inches. Okay, this is 14. So note that from here to here should be 14 inches in width. By the time you are transferring to fabric, that's how to get it. Now we can now attach to our shoulder, okay? Can you see? Our sleeve is complete. Now, after joining the side with 1 inch, okay, the 1 inch allowance we gave for joining, here is our sleeve. So we can now attach to the dress. I hope you have learned something. If you find this tutorial interesting, please subscribe to our channel, like the video, turn on your notification bells so that when we upload new tutorial, you'll be among the first to see, watch, and learn.